Hello friends, this is Yogesh Browsar from YTA School and hope you all are doing well. Before we start this new update version of my YTA system, I would like to let you know about the disclaimer that whatever I've discussed over here, whatever charts I'm going to do, whatever illustration I'm going to do is only for the education purpose and to show you how does the system work. None of the stock is for buy, sell, or any kind of action. It's about only to make the illustration available for you all so you all know how to use it. Any kind of uh, loss profit output, none of them will be claimed or would be responsible of us. This system is created not to generate any buy sell indication, but it's a trend identifying system which also tells you about what kind of a valuation of this system of a stock is. But this valuation is only based on net income and P ratio. The system does not take into consideration of any annual reports or any kind of other new numbers that the company generates or any annual reports or any kind of frauds or external internal issues that comes out of the scope of the entire system. The data may differ from what you see in the other softwares and other screeners and other websites. We do not use any third-party data. So whatever data is provided to my system on the basis of trading view, it will take only the same data. It may differ. Why it differs, you will have to ask the trading view community. I would not have the answer to that. The other thing I want to clear out it the data of the valuation indicator may differ than what you are seeing across because the way the system takes, I mean the trading view system, how does it take it into accounting? I have no idea. I have just generally taken the data from the trading view. Any action to be taken, please cross verify with your financial advisor or by yourself. I am not a SEBI registered. I am just a guy who helps you in making your trading life little bit better. Now, welcome you all guys. Hope you all have seen me on the stall number 111 in Geo Money Expo 2024. Thank you for all the fantastic response that my friends have given and hopefully to look forward the people who had not joined in the expo but they couldn't join because of some their circumstances or may not be able to come, but that's okay. Uh, Welcome you all to the new members and the old members who have been eagerly waiting for this new update. Now, what I have done is that I have eliminated lot of screen display and made it as minimum as possible and came up with a very simple logic that even a small limited knowledge person can take an advantage. Now, how to take the trade in the stock or how to take benefit in the stock is I have couple of parameters included in this. This entire system is fixed in two indicators so that none of you all have to buy any trading view premium subscription. All you have to do is buy 1 year subscription of YTA system. Now, TradingView allows only two free indicators. Anything above these two indicators, if you have to apply, you may have to buy a premium of the TradingView. If you all may not, this is more than enough. If tomorrow TradingView decides if they want, they will apply only one free indicator. I myself will not be responsible for it because it's not my software. It is a decision of the trading view company. We'll figure it out what to do later on, because previously there were 3 indicators free given by trading view. Now they have reduced to only 2. So what kind of decision is taken by trading view is up to them, not in my hands. So let's get into one by one what kind of how will this system and strategy help you to become a better trader than what you were previously. Now, the concept in this system is very simple. Now, this entire indicator consists of the YTA candles. Now, YTA candles means is that whenever we see a charts, one particular bar is of 1 week. If you shift to 1 day, it will be of 1 day. So it takes the moment of that entire time frame and see whether how many buyers and sellers, if in the same time period, if opening is lower than the closing, then it will convert into red candle. But if the closing is higher than the opening, it will convert into green candle. That is the logic of the candlestick pattern. Okay. So what I have done in this strategy is that as per my parameter, if the candle is in the uptrend, as per my parameter, again I'm saying to you can be some other parameters, to me it can be different parameters. So I have put this as per my parameters. As per my parameters, if the candles or the price is above that parameter, it will show you only green candles. Now, if you see over here, the green candle started from May 2023 till date today. It's August 24, 19th, that is Monday. The candles are only green and pink in color. If you see a normal chart, there could be a lot of red candles also in this between, but I have eliminated so that we do not enter into panic unnecessarily. If the trend is strong, we don't need to worry at all. Does it mean that the stock will keep going up? No. The point is the trend is up. That's it. What are we doing? We are trying to understand single parameters of my system. Now this candle will turn red like this only if it goes into downtrend. Now, if you see from here, from Jan 2018, 15th to here, April 2019. So nearly around more than 8-9 months, there were no green candles. That means the trend was down only. There will be a lot of couple of weeks where the market was going up or that the stock was going up. But since it was below my trend, it is only red in color. So if you see the normal candles in the normal chart and if you see the candles in my system, it will be very different. Okay. So don't compare my candles with normal candles and get confused that this system is showing green candles and other systems are showing red candle. It is basically about my strategy. Okay. Now this 3 ribbons, that is green, red and blue. These are nothing but the cloud EMAs, which basically consists of pair of 1 EMAs, and whenever they cross above like this, the cloud glows up. Whenever the candles cross from the top, it goes down. So basically the concept says if green is below red, red is below blue, the trend is down, and which this red candles helps us to understand, yes, that green is below red, red is below blue, and the candles are red. That means maybe the short term, long term, swing term, whatever you may call, it's a downtrend. Okay. And vice versa, if the green cloud is above red and red cloud is above blue, and the candles are green like this. That means the swing time frame, the longer time frame, or whatever you call is on the, it's an uptrend. Will the stock go up? We cannot say anything. But the point it is trying to say that the trend is up. Okay. Now this is about my EMA or EMA's cloud. Now the other concept comes of what are the black dots? Black dots are nothing but whenever my system finds that the strength of the trend has improved. Is it a buy sell arrow? No. It is just telling you that the demand or maybe the pressure of strong trend is increasing. Okay, see how the trend is trying to improve with the black dots. It's not a buy sell indicator at all. It is just telling me that yes, the press, when what happens, a lot of time the stock rallies and it goes sideways. It will always put us into double money. What happens? The demand kicked in and again my black arrow came. So it gives me little bit of support in my mind. Yes, the sideways might get into end and there are higher chances that the demand or the pressure of the power has improved of the stock. It may go up, it may not go up. Again, see, it went into sideways and again the pressure increased. So now whenever I had a double doubt, oh my God, is this trend is dying or not? This will keep giving me a confirmation or a hope that yes, the trend has still not dead. Okay. Now let us go more into more detail. Now, if you this see cup form, what does this cup form? A lot of time, what we see, a lot of technical books, the stock is going up, suddenly forms a downtrend like this. It comes like this and gives a breakout of the previous high. That is this previous high. Whenever such pattern has been formed, it will indicate as the cup pattern has been formed. I have put only one pattern identification because I have realized that whenever on a longer time frame, when there is a beautiful rally and the stock keeps on going sideways and again comes back up and breaks your previous high, this cup formation has a too much of higher success ratio. So I have not created any kind of a flag pattern or say channel pattern or anything. As per my experience, I have realized that this pattern has a lot of strength. Historically, it has been seen. Will this pattern right now will perform? I have no idea. But has it formed? Yes. So it will denote on your chart automatically without you touching the chart. It will automatically identify your cup pattern. Okay. Now let us come to another thing. Now, can you see this kind of a box black one which has been formed? It is nothing but the stock creating a long-term consolidation resistance. Okay. So what we can see that the stock is finding difficulty to put a breakout of this area. That means the stock, there is some pressure on the price. A lot of time when we read a book, what we see, we go very far and start plotting like this. This is the resistance of daily, weekly, and monthly and all that stuff. What I have done to make your life much more disciplined, simple, and stop you to keep on wasting your time going to lower time frame again and again. I have just created such kind of resistance pattern. See, one pattern over here, one pattern over here, one resistance pattern over here, this resistance pattern over here. So it stops you to go on the lower time frame again and again to keep on plotting unlimited and make a mess on the chart. Okay. So lesser the mess on the chart, better the analysis you can do. It is not skillful or a art to, keep plotting lines everywhere there is swing high. My system plots whichever resistance is more important. So you all don't have to worry and keep scratching your head which high or swing high was important. It will plot automatically. Now this is system generated. Your resistance can be different. My resistance can be different. Okay. So you all cannot have in mind, if sir, why it did not plot it over here? This is such important. It could be to you, it could not to me, or this is system generated. There are times that it may not be able to identify it. Okay, there are some parameters fitted into this with the numerical terms. If that high does not come into that numerical formula, it may not plot. But generally, it does not miss any kind of important levels. So you all don't have to keep shifting to the lower time frame and create a mess. Stick to weekly time frame only. Okay, I'm making your life that simple. Now, let us go to one more other point. Now, if you all can see, this red dots. Can you see this red dots? Now these are again system generated. Whenever stock as per my calculation will start going into sideways or consolidation phase as per my formula, it will start plotting you resistance or support of the bottom and the top as the resistance. Does it mean that it will break and come down, go up? Nothing like that. It is just trying to tell you that the stock was on a momentum. Suddenly it paused over here. This is your sideways momentum and it is creating a box. Box means, hope you all have read a book of the hours box. If not, please read the book. It's a fantastic book. Now, what does that mean? That the stock which rallied so much, it's trying to take some breath. It's getting tired and it's need little breather. So what happens? A lot of sellers will think, okay, fine, this is good price to exit. They will start selling. But the people who wants to buy, they feel that at this support, it's a good price. They will start giving the support. Now, which side it will break? Here or this side? It will all depends upon at that point of time what kind of news it is coming in the company or what kind of a market it is going on externally, geographical conditions, internal problems, everything. And whichever hand, that is the buyers or sellers, will dominate at that point of time, the stock will take that direction. Over here, what happened? The buyer side dominated. So the stock went on the upper side. That means the previous trend continued. Is it clear? Now, what does this axis mean? This X, this X. Then, yeah, this X. In my previous old version, this axis were flags and they were an exit signal. What does exit signal means? That if you have purchased over here, if this black signal comes, please exit. But I have converted the logic into different now. The flags has been converted into axis. Axis means that the stock is temporarily changing its direction. Does it mean the trend will change? No. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are considering this axis area as resistance. We can use it as a re-entry. Okay, how to use it as a re-entry, I will let you know. But this axis means there is pressure, the stock lost bit of momentum in this areas. Okay, now if you see, the trend was going up and suddenly lost a big momentum. So that axis would have come to exit before, but now it is not. The trend was up over here and it lost the momentum over here. So it came X. So now X means only there is some pressure, does not mean exit. Okay. But more the number of axes, that means we have to understand that entire area is facing some selling pressure. Let's figure out, do we have in this stock more number of axes? Yeah, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you just take a box over here, yeah, let's highlight this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the highest X over here? This one. So if I just connect this axis and plot. So what we come to know that this stock was trying to go up, but due to more number of axes, there was a lot of pressure. Until unless this axis is not broken, there are very little chance for the stock to go higher, because every time the stock is trying to go even bit higher, like this, the selling pressure is coming. Again, he is trying, selling pressure is coming. Now, when the axis was broken, the new demand kicked in. So, higher number of axis, we need to see a strong breakout of that area. Okay. Now, we finished the logic of my indicator side of the top window. Now, let us come to the bottom side. Sorry, I forgot this one. Now, what are these green and red boxes? It is nothing but simply telling you the monthly time frame direction. Okay. The more number of green dots appear, that means it is on a higher time frame on the bullish direction. Red means that on a higher time frame, it is in the bearish direction. So if this is red in the direction, and if we are trying to trade this kind of rallies, it's wrong trading as per my strategy. You may earn bit, but if you see the longer time frame like this, fully red. So such kind of small divergence on the lower time frame, or small kind of a breakout trades if you do, because on the daily 15 minutes there will be volumes and you will be excited, take a delivery, and then it will may go 1 or 2 days up and you feel you have hit the bottom and amazing, now it will go up only. What happens due to this pressure still there, the stock may see downtrend, and then we keep scratching our head, what went wrong and why was my stop loss hit? I have been learned like this is only the way. Markets are bad, maybe there is war in the market, and then you will jump from system to system. The point is, whichever side the longer time frame is, whenever the shorter time frame goes against it, the higher time frame people will always use this kind of pullbacks as a liquidity and will drag the stock in the higher time frame direction. So if the major change you want in the direction, always it will pull in the higher direction side. So lower time frame, sometime you may earn, and a lot of people keeps giving tips and all, and they earn, and then they say 1:2, 1:5. That's a different kind of trading. What we are doing is a very different kind of trading. People may earn what they are doing. God bless them. There are 1 million ways of earning. Let them earn. I don't want such kind of earnings. Okay, where I have to keep being always in the pressure and I have to be on the screen, or even if I knew and I traded in ignorance. Okay. Now, what happens over here? The other indicator is the volume indicator. My volume indicator is divided into three participants. Okay. One participant is a retail participant. Second type of participation is a above average participation. What does this mean? Above average participants have higher capacity of funds than retail traders. Okay. And the third category is extraordinary participation. Now, the first participation color will be gray, gray volumes. Second part of participation is above average participation is blue in color. And the third kind of participation is green in color. Okay. Whenever the breakouts come with this participation more, I am less bothered. Why? Because retail participation is more in this. Whenever retail participation increases, that means the bigger hands, that is category 2 and category 3, are using this liquidation to exit. And whenever such kind of participation comes, like blue and green, they do not create liquidity. They just suck the liquidity. They take the liquidity from the market and fill their demat account with the stocks and they forget it. Okay. In such kind of time, retail participation is less. They just provide the liquidity and they suck the liquidity. Now, when such kind of breakout comes, maybe 3-4 candles before the breakout or on the same breakout or 3-4 candles later the breakout, that is very crucial to observe. Now, if you see in this area, this current breakouts, this breakout, this breakout, this breakout are all with the help of retail breakouts. I am not very much keen. You see, even 4-5 candles before, neither blue volume came, neither green volume came. Neither after 2-3 weeks later or 3-4 weeks later, there was no blue volume, there was no green volume. That means these breakouts are generated by public. Due to some internal news, they got excited, breakout came, they are starting to create value, liquidity. But should it give me that excitement? No, because retail participant has no capacity to take the price anywhere. So let's compare the breakout with this volume. When the breakout came of this areas, the pink candle came and just 1 week, or let me see, no, on the same week, can you see how fantastic blue candle has come? So this kind of breakouts, you need to give them more importance. Okay. Now, this is the difference between the retail technical analysis and my YTA powerful system analysis students. Give more importance to such kind of breakouts. It's okay we trade less, but try to trade quality. You may get once, twice in a month or maybe 2 months. That is okay. Aim is to earn in quality stocks. Okay, now see after this breakout, how fabulous rally has come. Okay. Now, this is about my below volume indicator. Hope everybody has understood. Now, my last relative strength indicator, okay, is a trend-based indicator. What it is trying to tell you is that is the stock performing or outperforming the benchmark? Does it mean if the stock is performing the benchmark, will the stock go up? No. But there are higher probabilities if the stock is outperforming the Nifty, it will try to outperform the Nifty or your benchmark, whatever it takes, and try to match that or may give higher rally than your index. By how much, we do not know. Okay. Now, what is the importance of this valuation indicator? Now, this valuation indicator takes into account only net income and PE ratios. Now, this PE ratios and net income, they calculate each other and the system comes out as undervalued or overvalued. Okay. Now, this is coming as undervalued. Let us take some example of, no, let's see a good company example so you all know. Basically, I normally make all the companies. Yeah, let us take this example, how this system works. Now, what happens is that if you see the stocks, this company is coming non-stop overvaluation on year-on-year basis. And on quarter basis, also the system was coming overvalued. What happened? At net income of 348, the company was asking 10 P. As per my calculation, the system was telling you it's an overvalued stock. Okay. Now what happened next quarter? The company gave half the income. That means previous quarter it gave 3,484 million. The next quarter it gave only 1,582 million. That is half the income. But what happened? The PE shot up to double, more than double. My system says at no point of time for the lesser income, I'm going to give you that much valuation. You are overvalued. What came? The third valuation, third quarter. In the third quarter, company came even half. That means by this time, from 3,000 to 7, the company had already lost 100% of its, almost from the top to bottom, it came 100% down. And what happened? It is again the PE shot up to double. If the company is making losses and it is increasing its valuation, how can you buy just because the stock from 3,000 came to 800 rupees? No, that is a wrong way of trading. So what happened? My company valuation, my valuation and all again said you are overvalued. How can you ask so much of valuation at a low price, low earnings? The fourth quarter, it came again even half. Can you see how the company's income is deteriorating day in and day out? And valuation again increased. My system said, no way I'm giving you so much of valuation. And it came overvalued. Okay. Now, in the fifth quarter, the company gave 378 million income. It gave better 8 lakhs more or last 8 digits more than the previous quarter. That means it was making losses, matlab lesser profits, better profits. Suddenly it made one quarter better profit. Maybe not very much, but it made a better profits than last quarter. But now the PE came down to 63 from 89. But my system says that's okay, you made profits. But whatever you are asking as a valuation, you are still overvalued. I will not give you that much valuation even if you made a better profit than the last quarter. Then what happened? In the current quarter, the company made 945 million, which was 150% higher than the last quarter. Now my system said, okay, fine. Now tell me what valuation you are asking. So it said, fine. I will ask only 33p. Now my system calculated and you said, fine. From the progress that you have shown from the last quarter to the valuation what you are asking, I will tell you it's an undervalued. So this is how my system will take net income to its peak. Now, generally, if you will see in lot of systems lot of books, you will see that you should never give a company more than 20 PE and everything. That is a theoretical way of trading. Okay. Lot of time the company's uh, growth is dependent upon what kind of ROE and what kind of company growth is also showing. The higher the growth, higher the ROE, higher the P. If the company is generating higher growth, the P will also be high because it is growing faster. So people will say, why not to give them the valuation? Okay. But when people teaches in the book, they want to be a little bit conservative. So they don't want to give them the logic, okay, fine, start giving higher PNs, one fine day, the stock falls. So it is upon you how you are reading such kind of P valuation. What I read, I have put it into this system. Now to you, it can be different story. To me, it can be different story. Okay. Now this is the combination of the entire strategy that I have done. Now let us put it all together. How does it work? How to take advantage? Now, at any given point of time, you will see this stock had a breakout. It had a pink bar. What does pink bar means? This one candle is of weekly time frame. So from Monday to Friday, if there is continuous buying, say Monday to Tuesday buying, Wednesday, Thursday sideways, and Friday a good buying came. So what happened? The candle is only showing strength on the weekly time frame. So whenever there is a good strength shown on the weekly basis, on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, it will turn into pink. Now again, this is my formula. Okay. Now what happened? To you, it's a breakout. But how to validate? Now when there is a breakout, what is happening? My this indicator is telling you that the trend has turned from red to green. When the breakout happened, just couple of weeks before, there was a liquidity sucker that had come. My monthly time frame turned from red to green. My green turned above red, so there can be chances of trend change. But for the technical analyst, if you see this, the bottom being created, double bottom, then somebody would say there is a W pattern breakout, or some genius will come and say, okay, fine, this is what I see. This is basically cup and handle pattern breakout. So there are different ways of reading the same chart. But how will my students and my system owners will subscribers will pursue it is that breakout is fine. Is my stock undervalued or overvalued at the time of this trend change? Okay. So what did I do? I asked this question to my fundamental or valuation indicator. As I explained before, the company from last 3 quarters, if you see at 370 million, it was asking 89p. So this becomes your base of value. Okay. Consider 2-3 quarters below your current and see how the company is performing. What happened in the net income? It came 378, a better returns, that is 2.2% hike than the previous quarter. And the P, it came down from 89 to 63. Very good. But will you pay for that 2% 63 P? My system is saying no, it's overvalued. Do not pay that much. Okay, you let it go. Now what happened? In the current quarter, the company gave 945 million, which is 149% better than the previous quarter. And the valuation it asked from 63 to 33. So for the jump of that kind of income, you are asking 33p. My system said, fine, it's now an undervalued as per my logic, which I use. For you, it can be different, but you can It's okay to take an opinion. You don't need to listen or anything, but just take an opinion. Now what happened? Now this criteria fulfills my logic. So the point is, what I do is I buy above this candle and put a stop loss below this candle. Okay. Now I let it run. Till how much will I let it run? Now there are two possibilities. There is high possibility that this can take my stop loss. Then I'm out of this trade. Or what may happen? The stock may go to sideways and lose the momentum. If it loses the momentum, the trend will go like this way below. And whenever you see this kind of support kind of red dots, which I explained, sorry, it was over here. I will take here. With this kind of red dots, all you have to do is put a stop loss over here. The trend is red. This candle triggered my stop loss. Guys, we don't need to wait for the weekly time frame to close. I generally, even the price touches that price, and if I am out, I am out, because I have already made up my mind with the help of this trend indicator that I don't want to be in this stock. I'm just giving it a try. What if it comes here and moves back up and this red turns into green? Then I don't have to exit. But if I see the trend change, the latest red dots is my stop loss. Without even thinking twice, I will be out. And if later the stocks from here will move up, there are higher probabilities this can turn green. Then I have to do my entire cycle again, asking the valuation, are you undervalued or not? Over here, there is a resistance. If it breaks out with the nearest blue-green candle or a pink candle, above the high of that candle and the breakout low, I will put the stop loss, buy, and forget it. So I will keep repeating in the same cycle entire strategy in whichever stock is possible. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask me, sir, it is okay. You tell me what should I do when the trend is already on. So now let us consider RVNL stock. In RVNL, if you see, the trend started at 56 rupees. Okay, why? Over here, pink candle, this is green, volume suckers, trend went green. So one can take a buy. I take a buy here, put a stop loss here and let it run. The stock went sideways for the longest period. Even the X came showing you, oh, there is a pressure. You need to get panic, because my trend indicator is not showing you any reversal in the trade. It's okay. It's taking time. Suddenly what happened? A pink candle came with more green candle. My trend candles previous high was broken over here. If I mark it over here, can you see? This trend signal was also broken a high. Volume candle, pink candle. What will I do? I will risk more. Okay. Now what happens? This high becomes my another trend high. Let me put it more up so that you all can see. Yeah. What will I do? Again, it went for sideways. Again, couple of weeks later, it gave a breakout with higher volumes. This trend indicator went above. System may show you undervaluation. What happened? I added more. Buy, put a stop loss, forget it. Okay, now we have total 3 entries. Entry 1, entry 2, entry 3. How every time the trend is also breaking the high along with the stock breakout. It will not happen all the time. Only when the trend is very strong, that time only it will give you a breakout. Okay. Now what happens? You went high, went on. Again, we have a strong breakout. Okay, so what happens? This was your current previous high. It broke it. You can again take a buy, put a stop loss, and keep adding it that way. Stock went up, came down. You will be in the panic, but this pullback is nothing to worry because our trend has not yet turned into green. Now, what is our current high? This one. Okay. Again, a breakout. There was no volume support, but this trend went above the previous high. Now, over here, it is up to you whether you want to risk, because in the previous 5, 6 candle or 3, 4 candles, there is no blue green volume. But later on it came, but this was a very huge volume. Okay, so I'm not saying, oh, this volume came and you should have bought somewhere here. No, you could have avoided buying over here. But this trend went up? Yes. Is there a pink candle? Yes. Is the trend in green longer term? Yes. It's not a red candle. Is green above red, red above blue? Yes, it is. Okay. With at that point of time, when was this? May, March, April, May. So this breakout came before June quarter overvaluation. So at that point of time, in the March column, it was always undervalued. So if you would have still taken the risk over here with the help of this longer time frame green, candles above this channel, trend above this previous high, bought, put a stop loss and took a smaller risk, it still went up. Now, why is this slack coming? Okay, it is coming only because this current quarter is showing you overvalue. Now, even if this stock breaks this high, okay, breaks this high with the pink candle, the candle is above this 3 channels, this is green. Even if the volumes may come, may not come, I don't know. But if it does not go above this green, it just stays here and it just moves here, this breakout to me has no valuation, no importance, even if it is a undervalued stock. So I need at the time of my purchase or the close of weekly highs, see highs, see highs, see highs. And this is how you keep on compounding your stock. In the same stock, you keep compounding. Okay. Now, how do we exit the trend? Okay. Now, see in movers, Sangvi movers. In Sangvi movers, what happened? Okay. This was the area for the maximum crosses. So when this cross got a breakout of pink candle, the trend changed. Okay. Trend changed from green to, I mean, red to green, or it was always in green. Yeah. So what happened? There is no liquidity suckers over here. But if you see, the liquidity was already sucked in the bottom. So you can take the advantage of that, or you could have just plotted the high of this trend. Okay. With this breakout, the volumes are higher than the previous few weeks. So this can be taken as an advantage. But keep it in mind, it is neither blue, neither green. But the trend has shown you there is a possibility that can be a change. So the trend has given a new high. Volumes have been increasing from past few weeks. Okay. There is a breakout above the maximum crosses and the stock was full time undervalued. Okay. So I took a buy over here, put a stop loss and let the stock do its own business. Okay. Now, again, if you come over here, if we mark, now see over here, there is no, this is not a breakout. Okay. Why? Because we did not have any red dots, or neither we had that black color box kind of a resistance. So what is happening? This is a continuation trend. Whenever you go on the lower time frame, A lot of traders will keep telling you breakout, 15-minute breakout. It is not a breakout. It's not an important swing high. Okay. So what happened? The stock went on continuing the stock. And if you see over here, it made that box. Now, when this breakout came, okay, now let us understand which was the swing high over here. When this breakout came, there was no high broken of the trend. Now, do you see the difference? So, this breakout was not also a buy. Okay. So, you still continue what you had purchased over here. You go a little bit more higher. Again, the box came. We have a breakout of that trend over here. We have a blue bar. The price is into pink. Green is above red, red is above blue. The stock is also undervalued. You may take an entry over here, put a stop loss over here. Now, if we measure this entire rally is nothing less than 40%. Okay, it looks a beautiful small candle, but the trend is 40%. So if your stop loss becomes 40%, aren't you risking very high? So there is a possibility you may not take this trade at all. Let it go and keep whatever is in below, or reduce your capacity of investment. See, you are planning to put 30,000, 40,000, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh. I'm not here to judge your capacity. You can just invest 20% of that value and take 40% stop loss of that value that you've invested. Generally, anything about 20-25% of my stop value, that is my capacity of taking the loss, I do 50% investment of my capacity to put in one stock. Okay. So maybe I have a portfolio of say 5 lakh rupees. What is the 50% of? I may want to put only say 10% of that 10 lakh rupees in one stock. 10%, that is 1 lakh rupees. Out of that 1 lakh rupees, I will put only 50% on this. Okay, so I am reducing my risk to the maximum as possible. Or you can just avoid it and look for some other stock. Now, what happened when the stock was moving up? Okay, suddenly the stock lost the momentum. Okay, when the stock lost the momentum, you will never know this is the last leg of the trend. Okay, now we see we started getting the box, like we kept getting in the box. Doesn't mean that you have to be scared, right? It is just telling you the box has been created. Now, one thing you have to observe is when the trend is getting lost over here, the this thing is turning into red. It will start turning red immediately. Okay. So when it turns to red, what we have to do? We have to find the latest box. Latest box bottom. That is this box. And put a stop loss over here. Now, what is the price of the stop loss? If I see 1003 rupees. So just 1-2 rupees low, say at the round figure of 1000 rupees, you put your stop loss. What happened? The company gave a bad result. Now, how is the bad result? It is just from 1880 million to 1867. It's not that it's given half, whatever it is. Okay. But as per my strategy, the stock said no. Even if it is a small loss, the valuation what you are asking for that growth, I am not going to give you that valuation, and I will declare you as an overvalued on quarter basis. What happened? People also did not like that. And it just took away your stop loss and the trend is changed. Now, will this stock is gone forever? Do you short like crazy? No, I do not tell you to trade in FNO, no options, no futures, no buying calls, puts, or selling calls and selling puts. No, we are strictly doing equity on the delivery basis. Now, if the stock is good and it starts performing, fundamentally or demand kicks in. The logic is very simple. What it will happen, the stock is coming like this. Slowly it will go sideways. Okay, how it went sideways over here. Now, for how long it will go sideways, that is none of my calculation. It depends upon demand and supply. It will start doing all this. What will happen again? The excess will start forming. Why? Because the pressure is coming. Anything more pressure than 2 axis means there is a high pressure zone. Suddenly this stock, maybe the demand kicks in because the price is not moving. The trend may change. The trend may change to green. May not. I don't know, but I'm just telling you scenario. What you will do, you will connect the resistance and the support. When this will give a breakout with pink candle, maybe not, the volumes will show, and when this will turn green, this should also be green. And when you are buying, say when we are buying above this high and putting a stop loss below here, we need our indicator weekly or yearly still showing us undervaluation. Maybe you're smart enough, please even see that the last three quarters, the income is higher than the previous income. Maybe even 3 quarters, the income is showing higher than each quarter. Then what will happen? That strength will be more meaningful. So let's take an example of Tata Motors. What happened over here? The stock gave a pink seed. Here there was a resistance because there was an X. So we connect the axis. See, the base became, the candle turned from red to green. This trend change at the time of the breakout, we have a blue volume. Okay. Then the candle is pink. The trading indicator is valuation is showing us undervalued. I would go buy over here, put a stop loss over here and forget it. Now, when you are done, the stock went on, it went sideways. Okay. But will I panic? Yes. You would have panicked over here when the trend went red. But there is no dot line because it keeps shifting. At that point of time, there would be a red line. I would have just put a stop loss below this candle. It did not trigger. So I don't have to myself manually try to save 4-5 rupees and I will manually exit. No, put a stop loss, put a GTT in your platform and forget it. What happened? The stock gave a break, went again green. The new trend started. Again, it went into pink candle. Over here, is there a volume? No. But is the volume rising? Yes. So you can take that one indication. Was the valuation undervalued? Yes. You would have again taken a risk, added more, put a stop loss over here. Now you have 2 entries. Now what happened? The stock slowly lost the momentum. How do we know? We are getting multiple axes and we are getting multiple resistance boxes. Okay. Do we exit? No. What we do, we wait for the trend to go down to red. As soon as the trend went down to red, we have this latest red box over here. What we did, we put a stop loss. The next Monday morning, it triggered our stop loss. We are out of this, both the trades we have taken in. The first trade would have been almost cost to cost or minor losses. And the first trade that we took, we could have just earned something around 55%. Okay, 55%, guys, is not a small income. Okay, 55%. Then what happened? Sorry, I'll remove everything again. Due to this multiple crosses, what do we have is resistance. The box. Okay. The trend broke up. Now, which is my latest trend over here? Since I do not have the volume and the volumes are not rising, what will I do? I will put a vertical line. A line touching the highs. Even if it turned over here, there is no extraordinary volumes and neither the pink candle. So I need to know where the strength is. Is the strength coming or not? The strength kicked in. Okay. Breakout. What will I do? The trade is still undervalued. I will put a buy above this, put a stop loss and forget it. My previous one gave me 55% and I'm letting it run. Okay. Now in this breakout, neither again volume is there. Stock is undervalued. How can I add more? My trend is also showing me it is green. The trend is above, the bars are green. It's above the green. Green is above red. Red is above blue. So I cannot see. I cannot wait to add more. But how? So what will I do? I will again take this horizontal line. I will identify the previous highs of this trend. And I will wait for the entire week to show me a good closing above this trend. Now see, it gave a nice small closing about it. What will I do? I will again take a buy above here, put a stop loss below this candle and let it run. Going up, up. Now, if you see, there is again no volumes. There is a breakout. Now, do I want to buy this breakout or not? This is still green. Candles are green. The channel, the cloud is green about red, red above blue. This is still undervalued. I want to keep compounding good stock. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a horizontal line about this. Now, when you see the technical analyst guy will keep buying this stock at the breakout. Suddenly it goes on the other direction and then they will scratch their head. What went wrong? It was nothing. There was no strong trend. If I want to buy this, what will I do? I will let this close about this high. Maybe it can be over here. I will put a stop loss, the candle which breaks off this high, the low of this candle and add more and let the trend run. What will happen? The trade which started at around 520, I will keep compounding it. Keep compounding it. You never know what potential this stock have. And when I'm putting the stop loss also, okay? So I will put a stop loss of previous two stock trades. That is the latest which I bought over here and this one. And I will keep the last one with my as a delivery. Because if May hit a stop loss, the trend is still green. We want the first leg which was at the bottom, keep going up with the trend. When will I exit? When this turns red and the red dot started, the latest red dot, when it takes the stop loss, I have nothing left of this stock at all. A simple strategy, a simple way to enter. Now, my last thing is, if the students have never entered Tata Motors in this area or say any single stock, have not entered in the first leg or the second leg, okay? The maximum you should give it a 2 legs from the trend started. Leg number 1, leg number 2. If you are not in first 2 legs, you should never take a fresh entry in any of the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Higher you go from the first leg, you are risking your capital that much. Higher the risk, higher the chances of it to take the stop loss. Okay? Look for new stocks. It is okay to not be in a trade for a couple of months or weeks. We are not here to trade. It is not a compulsion to trade. Trade quality. Trade when the new trend starts. This new trend can be higher than the previous trend started. It's okay. Does it mean that this cannot be bought? No, this is your first leg. This leg is over now over here when the stop loss hit it. Okay. The new trend started when it went above. So you are at the first leg. So start such kind of rallies in life. Look out for this legs. Don't be in a FOMO. My God, I missed that 400. The exit was 55%. Now the trade is coming at 600 rupees. That is okay. That is none of your concern. But try to analyze in that way. Okay, guys? Closer you are at the first leg, higher the chances of you earning the maximum income. Okay? Then further you go, the riskier you are getting. Okay? So this is Yogesh Vausar from my end. This is my technical analysis uh, video for YTA system. Anyone is interested to subscribe for 12 months, please get in touch with me. This is very simple. I stay with you all guys on the WhatsApp group. I share good charts. There is no buy sell recommendation. I have explained how to use this system, and I will also come twice in a month for 2-3 hours to take your questions, and we'll share a lot of experience of each other, what went wrong, what is not, and I will try and give as much as support as possible from my end. Thank you very much, guys, and see you on the other side. Bye.